right, we are going to wrap up chapter 2 of Zephaniah, Bible study of the Old Testament book Zephaniah today. And if you haven't watched the other videos, I've basically been going through the little sections of this chapter 2 when God is proclaiming that judgment is coming on these different nations. And starting in verse 12, he starts to call out the Cushites who were allied with the Egyptians. And then God addresses the Assyrian nation, and he actually calls out Nineveh, which is the capital of that kingdom, I guess. And in verse 14, he says, flocks and herds will lie down there, creatures of every kind. The desert owl and the screech owl will roost on her columns. Their hooting will echo through the windows. Rubble will fill the doorways. The beams of cedar will be exposed. So basically, he is saying that all that's going to be left of this area, this nation, is the animals and birds. So that's pretty rough. So in wrapping up chapter 2, it shows us that God will punish those who go against his people, even if it's the entire world, even if his people are small in number. Like, he cares about us, and he will issue judgment. And do not doubt that God sees the evil. He sees the evil being done. He sees the mockery. He hears the taunting, and God will issue judgment. I loved the end of this chapter when it's talking about this is the city of revelry that lived in safety. She said to herself, I am the one, there is none beside me. What a ruin she has become, a lair for wild beasts. All who pass by her scoff and shake their fist. So basically, don't be like a self-assured nation, like that destruction will not come to you, that the judgment of the Lord is not something that is real, that the day of the Lord is just make-believe and fairy tales. He is calling us to repentance. He is calling us to repentance, to follow him, to stop making a mockery of his worship, stop making a mockery of his plans, of his goodness, of his laws, of his truth.